What's up? It's Patrick Wilson back with another video. Today's topic is something that is near and dear to my heart because I have a lot of people that make this mistake. It might be you, and maybe that's why you're here. You saw the title of the video, you're here, we're talking now. Anyway, topic of the day is how to avoid getting skinny fat. First things first though, I feel like this angle makes it look like I don't lift. Kind of, sort of.
Little quick flex, never hurt anyone.
Before we get on and talking about everything, please like the video below and subscribe to my channel. I would sincerely appreciate you and love you more than I love Chipotle, which is a lot. Yes, you want to avoid getting skinny fat. The thing that happens when you diet for a long period of time, you're really working hard on your fitness goals. You're cardioing it up every single day. You're cutting your calories super low. And at the end of that, you don't look exactly how you want. You're not toned, you're not lean, you have no muscle. You're not happy with the results after your hard work. And that's why it makes me sad. People work really, really hard on their fitness goals. They think they're really getting somewhere. And then once they actually get to said point, maybe a said place on the scale, they don't really like how they look. So that is the reason for the video today. How to avoid getting skinny fat. And there's really two sides to avoiding being skinny fat. One is how exactly someone gets skinny fat so that you can take steps away from that. And then the steps to actually get lean and toned and be ripped. All that stuff that you want to look like that probably has felt impossible up until this video. Not that I'm some kind of magician. Although I have been known to make burritos disappear very quickly. I'm sorry, that was ridiculously corny. I just really like burritos. All seriousness, the tips we're going to talk about today are going to be extremely helpful for you as you work towards actually looking more how you want.
And feeling more how you want. And making that hard work you're putting in actually work how you want.
Let's get into it. Here are the top 5 reasons why people end up being skinny fat. Number 1, they're focusing on the scale weight way too much. Oftentimes you hear someone say,
oh, I just need to lose 10 more pounds and I'll be at my ideal weight. Oh, I just need to lose 20 pounds and I'll look at how I want.
And I shouldn't do that voice. I'm not trying to mock people that do that because a lot of people do that. And they think that if they lose these 10 pounds, no matter where those 10 pounds are coming from, muscle, fat, wherever it's coming from,
losing their booty,
that they're just gonna look miraculously like a bikini model and life will be grand. And they get way too tied to the scale weight. Part of that is because mainstream media is so engulfed with that and makes you think that's the only thing that matters.
Lose 21 pounds in 21 days. Or so-and-so celebrity lost 10 pounds preparing for this movie.
Most sources out there will lead you to believe that scale weight is the only important thing as it relates to your fitness goals and as it relates to you getting in better shape. And that leads me to number 2, doing things that you think will get you in better shape based on what you hear from the media or other news sources or social media. Again, when I say media, it's just all encompassing BS you hear. And unfortunately, a lot of these things are ideas that we grew up with, things we grow up thinking that are universally true. Look, I'm not saying the media is fake news. Okay, maybe I am a little bit as it relates to nutrition and workouts. A lot of times people just want to get more views on something. And if they say that someone lost 21 pounds in 21 days, people are going to be intrigued. I'm not trying to discredit news sources or articles you see because sometimes they have useful information. If we just disregard what all journalists are telling us, that's disrespectful to a majority of them. However, as it relates to fitness and nutrition, most of the stuff you see on the news or different outlets, you should probably just take with a grain of salt. And this leads me to the number 3 reason why people end up getting skinny fat. They're only doing cardio. Like for their workouts, the only thing they're doing is straight cardio. Running on the treadmill.
Run around the neighborhood. Hit the elliptical up.
And they think cardio is the sole way to lose weight, lose fat, get the bikini bod, look lean, look toned. As you will learn later in the video, that ain't what you want to be doing. 4th thing that leads to being skinny fat, you don't have that much protein in your diet. Don't get me wrong, this is a big adjustment for anyone to start doing more of. And we'll talk about it when we talk about the things you need to prioritize to actually look and feel more how you want. But most people, including yourself, probably just don't get in nearly enough protein. And this leads me to the 5th thing why people are skinny fat. You're cutting calories way too quickly. AKA, you're way too strict. When people have way too few calories each day, 1, it's not enjoyable at all. 2, it's not sustainable or realistic to do for an extended period of time. 3, you're losing pretty much any muscle you had, especially if you're only doing cardio and getting in no protein. 4, off of that, when you lose muscle and your calories are way too low, your metabolism slows way down. And that ain't what you want. What you want, that ain't what you want. I promise I do a lot of hip hop references and will continue to do them. All right, I was moving around a lot for the first part of this video, but now that we're getting into the nitty gritty of how to actually avoid getting skinny fat and actually how to get lean, we need to sit down and have a serious conversation here. It's almost like we're out to dinner, we're on a date, and you are paying for it. Unless you smash the like button so that my channel and this video can blow up and then maybe I'll have enough to pay for our date. Or if you just like me and want to hit the like button below, that's cool too. Anyways, back to our date. How to avoid getting skinny fat. These are the 5 things you need to do to avoid it. And these are also the 5 things you want to look your best, feel your best, get lean, get abs popping, get ripped. Literally all those buzzword keywords that people are always like talking about the fitness industry, buzz, rip, tone, all that stuff. This is what you need to do to actually get there. And all the people we see on magazines and the models and different stuff, this is what they're doing. I know it sounds like some kind of big secret I'm gonna tell you. I promise it's not though. It's just that for a long time, and even still now, there's a lot of misinformation about what actually works with nutrition in workouts. And a lot of misinformation about what's prioritized. People really just don't simplify it enough. So that's my goal with our date conversation, is to simplify this as much as possible into 5 key areas to focus on. Without further ado, let's get it popping. And I'm gonna relate these back to the things that make you get skinny fat so you can kind of see the parallel between them. Capiche? We'll change the ankle for a date a little bit.
A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, there it is.
Number 1, instead of focusing solely on the scale and trying to reach a certain number, focus on trying to look your best and actions that will allow you to actually lose body fat and not just lose weight on the scale. And yes, there's a difference between losing body fat and losing weight. And pretty much the next 4 things that I'm gonna go through are gonna teach you how to lose body fat and not just weight on the scale. Because when you lose body fat, that's when you actually start looking better. When you have some muscle and you keep it on as you're losing body fat, you're gonna look a lot better. You're gonna look toned. You're gonna have some muscle showing.
Kind of like me in the right lighting, if I can find it.
I need to do that for my ego.
Number 2, going off that, you have to be open to the idea of doing these different things. Going back to what we talked about, growing up, we've heard a lot of these things that are bad. Bad as it relates to workouts, bad as it relates to nutrition. Things that are evil, things like carbs, you should avoid carbs. You lift the weights, it's gonna make you bulky. You shouldn't eat after 8 p.m. or whatever random time, arbitrary time someone said. You have to only eat clean foods. You have to avoid fun foods. You have to smash the like button below. Okay, you should actually do that. Again, YouTube algorithm. You have to be open to the idea of doing these different things. Some of them may seem weird at first. It's gonna be different. And when you change your mindset around anything, it takes time to actually implement it and wrap your head around it. I'm really trying to look out for your best interest in trying to help you look and feel more how you want. Because again, going back to the top of the video, nothing is worse than putting in so much hard work into this fitness stuff and not seeing the results from it. So change your mindset, realize there's probably a better way to go about doing things.
Especially if you're not looking or feeling how you want.
Those first 2 are just the general mindset, overall picture things as it relates to this. The next 3 are gonna be the tactical, actionable things that you should do to start to lose body fat, not just weight on the scale. Things you should do to avoid getting skinny fat and actually get toned and lean and ripped and all that. And the first thing, the number 1 priority that I need you to do, please start strength training. If you're at home right now because of the quarantine, that could be body weight exercises like squats, lunges, push-up variations. Even if you have like a bottle of detergent or something that has some weight to it, you can lift that at your home. When the gyms open back up, I want you to start lifting weights at least 50% of the time. Again, even if you're at home right now, please do some strength training at least 50% of the time. Without muscle, you're gonna just be skinny and look skinny fat. You need to strength train in order to build muscle so you do not look skinny fat. When you're strength training, the best exercise to do are compound exercises. Exercises you're using 2 or more muscle groups at one time.
Like squats, you are using your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings.
Like pull-ups, you are using your back and your biceps. Like push-ups, you are using your chest, your triceps, your shoulders.
Please stop doing endless core exercises thinking that that will allow you to make your abs develop and look better. This is also a recipe for being skinny fat. Focus on getting stronger and building muscle. Cardio is completely fine. It burns calories right then and there. You might find it enjoyable, but strength training is the key to actually losing body fat and looking your best and keeping your metabolism running quicker, because the more muscle you have in your body, the more calories your body needs to maintain it, aka it's easier to lose body fat, and it's nice because you can enjoy more foods without gaining more body fat. And no, strength training and lifting is not automatically gonna make you super bulky. Trust me, I've tried. Remember how I love Chipotle? There's a period of my life for about 2 years where I ate nothing but burritos and lifted nonstop trying to get super jacked. And I've been lifting since then, just changed my diet, and I I have a little bit of muscle, but not uber jacked. So strength training is gonna help you to build muscle, speed up your metabolism, shape your body more. So you still got some curves on you, got the booty popping, arms looking good, shoulders looking good. Seriously, strength training, major key. The next thing, super duper important, making sure you're getting in enough protein. This kind of goes hand in hand with the lifting side of things. The goal is to build some muscle. When you have more muscle, it makes it easier to look your best, feel your best. It'll be easier to lose fat. Your metabolism is gonna be faster. You need enough protein in order to actually build muscle. Protein is also great when you're trying to lose body fat because it's a lot more filling than other sources of food. Like think back to a time when you had a chicken breast and then you had a bag of potato chips. The normal size of chicken breast that you get is roughly around the same amount of calories as a regular smaller bag of potato chips. Which one were you more full from and actually seemed like a meal? The chicken, right? After you had the chips, you're probably still ridiculously hungry and want a full meal and want to keep eating. But protein sources are going to be way more filling for less calories, especially lean sources of protein like chicken, lean ground turkey, really any kind of fish, egg whites, Greek yogurt, even some vegan sources like tempeh or tofu. So make sure you're getting in plenty of protein. Ridiculously important to do. The amount of protein you should get in though, you want to get in around 0.6 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight. For example, if you are 200 pounds, you're going to multiply 200 by 0.6 and then by 1.1. And that is the range you want to aim for per day.
That range, on the money.
And that range, for the people that don't want to do math, is 120 grams to 220 grams. Basically, as long as you get at least 120 grams of protein per day, if you're 200 pounds, you're perfectly fine. That's fantastic. More protein than that is beneficial to build a little bit more muscle, maintain muscle better. And again, protein's a lot more filling. So for the calories, it is more filling to get more protein in, but it's not absolutely necessary to get a crazy amount in. At least 0.6 grams per pound of body weight. That's what you should aim for. And this goes for male, female, whatever you identify with. That's what you should go for if you want to actually lose body fat, avoid getting skinny fat, and look your best. And lastly, yes, you are now sitting right next to me at the dinner table and not across from me anymore. You're trying to get me to pay for the bill, aren't you? You still need to smash the like button. Anyways, number 5, last thing. Don't do some insane crash diet to try to lose a bunch of weight immediately. 1, fitness progress really does take time. Be patient, fall in love with the process of working out consistently, fall in love with strength training, or at least tolerate it a little bit because you know the results are gonna be amazing from it. Make it a part of your regular routine each day. Don't think of it as a chore. This is exciting. You have a chance to completely change your body and look and feel a lot better, like potentially better than you thought you ever could. So let's get excited about it. Yes, you don't want to drop calories way too quick, way too fast. You want to do something you can maintain. To lose body fat, lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. The only way to do it, aka take in less calories through food or drinks than you're burning throughout the day. And remember, when I say burning, I don't mean you have to go for a crazy long run or do an insane workout to burn more calories within that workout than you do eat throughout the day. You literally burn calories just by being a live human being. You could sit on your couch all day and you would burn a lot of calories. Anyways, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, to lose body fat. But be realistic with it and don't drop calories way too low, way too fast. This is gonna cut away at the muscle you have in your body, and truthfully, that's gonna lead you to looking skinny fat faster than anything else will. Gradually cut back on calories. Take progress pictures every 2 weeks or so you can actually visibly see the changes you're making and adjust accordingly. If you're not losing any body fat at all and not making any progress after 2 to 3 weeks, then maybe drop calories a little bit lower by like 100 or 200 calories. But if you're making progress and you notice that you're losing body fat, you're good. You're killing it. You're making progress. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working. This stuff truly is a process. There's no reason to rush. Fitness stuff is an everlasting journey. We all want to be healthy for most of our life. Build good habits right now that are going to allow you to look your best, feel your best, and also doing something that you enjoy throughout the journey and throughout the process. Because again, oftentimes what leads people to being skinny fat is trying to rush it, focusing too much on the destination, focusing on wanting to get to a certain poundage on the scale, and trying to get there as soon as possible, doing really extreme things that don't really help. So in closing, to summarize this whole entire video, it comes down to a few main things that change how you look and feel. And avoid being skinny fat. Focus on getting stronger and building muscle. Get in plenty of protein. Don't too aggressively diet down. Oh yeah, and remember, it's a journey, it's a process. You got this. It might take more time than you think, but that's perfectly okay. those habits you build along the way during that time, you're gonna be able to maintain those a lot better for the rest of your life, so that after you make this progress and start to look and feel your best, you're gonna look like that for a long time. Hashtag goals. That is the conclusion of today's video. There weren't nearly as many hip hop references as I would have liked. We'll get them next time. Thanks for watching. Again, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. You're the best. I hope you're having a wonderful day, week. If you're watching this while this whole pandemic is going on, I hope you're staying happy, healthy, safe. Comment any questions you have below, and I look forward to talking soon. Much love. Until next time.